is stateside of Nuevo Laredo. Every siren has a weak spot, as everything has a beginning and an end. And when the face you trust most is no longer the one on which you can depend, when the fight feels futile and life's injustice wins, where's my sunlight when the shitstorm begins? It's not when it's time. It's not when it's time.
Okay, there we are. Hope you like that. Now, just give you some specs and some prices. The tail tidy plate itself under here with the light and the little harness, £95. I think that's too much at all. It's a complete kit. It all bolts together and it all plugs in. I quite like that. It's a lovely little light, really good quality. It's got the fantastic Lucas style. You can have the round style with a stop. I think the Velocet style backlight, if you prefer, they're all available. They're all the same price. So that's £95. The indicators come in at 65 quid a pair. £65 for a pair of indicators? Not much at all. I think that's the right money. These are billet machined from a lump of aluminium, and they're the highest possible quality. The threads alone, when they screw on, they're a very, very fine precision thread. These are a beautiful pair of indicators. They really are up to the standard of the bike. That's the whole point here. When you're buying a bike, you want that bike to be enhanced with quality accessories. You know, I don't think I'll go down that road, do I? I think that's what I'm saying. So the other side of it is, why are they not LED in the indicators? Well, I asked Sam this at Motown, and he said to me quite simply, if we go LED on them, you have to have resistors in them, which makes them even more expensive, and also you have to change the relays in the bike. The actual flasher relay itself has to be changed. So then you're getting involved in more invasive work in the wiring loom, and that scares people. They wanted this to simply be plug and play, so it just plugs in and it all works, and the back end, as you saw, does exactly that. And then you can spend your time just making a really nice install like we did. Everything routed nicely, lovely bits of heat shrink. You can play with that, you can enjoy it without the worry and stress and concern that you're delving into something that you're not comfortable with, and does that wire go to that? Why is that smell? Where's that smoke come from? You know, we've all been there and it's not friendly. So that's it. I'm not a wiring person myself. I really don't like it, but I absolutely love the fact and concept of this. You could just stick it all together and it all just works, and nice reliable wiring. The other side with the front, the brackets that hold them on the forks, those clip round clamp brackets, they come in at another £65, and yes, that is a bit lofty in my personal opinion, but I do see the quality in them. I see it, and that little tiny bolt on the end, or the sleeve tube that goes on the end, and that slides on nicely, holds it all together. That definitely for me is worth it. Certainly when you look at the alternative is a horrible piece of stamped out tin that the factory sends you. They also make a pressed one, that cheap one we fitted on Penny's Bonneville. You can have that as well if you've got less money to spend, so they're all available. Front and the same rear, and the brackets, that's 3 lots of that, 95 for that, and £15 for the little 2 pieces of jockey harness that go in the headlight to just adapt those plugs so you can plug into your factory indicators inside the headlight. So the whole lot, £305. Not too bad, don't you, Ben?
No, brilliant.
What do you pay for an Arai? 500 quid, £400. It's not a lot when you see it in terms of other things for your motorcycle. A pair of tyres are going to cost you £250. A decent full service on a Triumph or a Harley Davidson, they're going to cost you £300 to £500. So really and honestly, for quality parts of that absolutely superb quality, I think that's money well spent. I really do. What do you think, Ben?
I think if you've got a £6,000 to £8,000 bike, why would you spoil it?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And you do get a wow moment when you open your parcel.
You do that, yeah. This is the thing. I've seen my good friend Pete that I know. He's got the same bike as this, the T100 Black, and he's put some cheap indicators on. It's a fantastic. He's done some lovely things. When you see the indicators, it just spoils the bike. Some people, they want them on there. They want them to look good in there. Personally,
yeah, I wanted to save up and have something really quality.
Save the money. Keep the old ones on there. Way too long.
I know. I got nagged.
Oh boy, we've been nagged about those lights. But they're now in a box, sealed in the dark, never to return until it's 50 years old and we restore it. That for now, I think, with the back side, with the 180 back end, really works. That's it. Look, but I think that works really nicely, don't you think?
Beautiful. Really happy.
All of this information, standard stuff, motorhome.co.uk, just go on their site, usual stuff. They've got the Facebook page, what they're doing, what's coming up, and they've got the eBay shop, what's available. These are hot off the press. If they're not quite available yet, persevere, you will get them. They are there and they will send them out as soon as they possibly can. They come with the white lenses too if you're interested, but I think you preferred the orange, didn't you? Dark orange. There we go. Anything else, Ben?
That's it. Beautiful.
That's it.
Really happy.
Take your ride safe. See you next time.
Even with gunfire, to those who walk alone, always in transit, never gonna find a home. In backs of boxcars, in border towns, wide eyes, Mescal compound. In the city there's a skyrise, beyond, below, above, and there's a billion people.
Hi, right, welcome back. Back to business. Today with Triumph back on the bench. It's been a long time, that everyone's been nagging at us about changing these standard factory backlights on the Scrambler, and I think today has arrived. So here we are with a rather enormous pile of parts.
Yum.
To take all that off, all the rear fender / mudguard, all off completely, and turn it into something that looks just a little bit nicer. Got some rather amazing stuff if we're. First of all, let's get the seat off, let's get the mudguard off, show what we're going to do. Okay, right, fender off, star drives. Just have to move a few things out of the way. This is the plug for all of the backlights, that's the entire affair. So we just literally unplug that one, that's that out of the way. That's it, and we'll come back to using this in a minute, and that gives us access. Put that bolt back in. Little things like this, just put bolts back in where they come from so that you don't lose them for later on, and when we need to peg that relay back down we know where the bolt is. And that's the SCART lead, if you wish, for tuning your ECU and stuff. But we're not going there today, we're just changing that fender. It just holds on with 4 bolts. Okay, and we'll go back in a minute. And on the back. Here we go. It's as simple as that. Whole assembly comes off in one go. 4 bolts, that's it, and a plug. Quite nicely done, quite modular, if you will. You can literally take that off if you have to do anything to it. You don't have to remove the backlight, and that's going to stay as it is. Obviously, I'll show you something with regard to this in a minute. Penny and I have decided right at the beginning that every modification we make to this, we're going to keep the original parts in as fine condition as we can. This is going to get cleaned, it's going to get wrapped in bubble wrap or tissue, and